Hello and welcome back to Two Brunettes in Baltimore.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Tarah.
Welcome back for another episode. We're back, baby!
How was your week?
It was good. Literally just worked all week.
Yeah, same.
That's since the last time I saw you, just work. Yeah, getting more into this new job.
Exciting.
My shifts were good. Both were like really busy. I learned a lot. I was there 3 days this week, but it was like one day. Today was like different. It wasn't like on the floor, but yeah, it was good. I learned a lot.
Wait, did you do, have you had a night shift yet?
No.
Okay. I was kind of curious what it'd be like on L&D night shift.
I have my first night, I think mid-November.
Okay.
So coming up, but
Damn.
yeah, I don't know. Tuesday was really busy. I don't know. My patient was on everything, Pitocin, magnesium, everything when it comes to L&D and charting on her strips every 15 minutes and literally in the room all day.
Oh, wow.
I don't think we charted at the computers outside the room once. We were standing all day. But we still ate. We still got a break.
Yeah,
and then
that's good.
Yesterday was really good. I left Tuesday feeling very overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot on Tuesday and it was just all hitting me and I wasn't on the floor for a week because I was sick and I was it's just a lot.
It's still new.
It's really new.
Yeah.
So but yesterday I felt so much better because it was the first day where I felt I was finally being somewhat independent.
Good.
That's
such a good feeling at work, especially for nursing, I feel like. Yeah,
I was mostly in the rooms by myself. And I was the one deciding what to do. If my patients the fetal strip started looking bad, I would go in there and I'd turn the patient, or I was the one deciding to go up or down on the Pitocin, the medication that
so you have a good feel for it now.
Yeah, I just felt I was I had more autonomy yesterday, and it was helping my confidence, and
that's good.
I was just very into it yesterday. And I really loved my patient yesterday, and just felt I was really making a connection with her and her husband because I was in there all day.
That's
and
good. Oh, that's so sweet.
And
I'm sure it feels so good being able to be with one patient.
Yes.
And you're literally
just
delivering their baby, so you have to get close with them. You have to be very personable.
And it's she's they call her geriatric for pregnancy. She's on the older side. So this is probably her only baby, and this is her first baby boy. And I left, and she was at 6 centimeters when I left, so I didn't see her deliver. But then I was there at the hospital for just a share time today with the fetal therapy whole section unit. And I was I'm here tomorrow. I'm not here on the floor, but I'm coming to meet this baby tomorrow. So I went and I visited them today.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And their baby was so cute. Oh, he was handsome. He was cute.
And as a newborn baby, some can be so ugly.
Yeah, and he was just perfect. And
that's so sweet.
They were just really happy, and it was a lot for her. The whole process was really just draining and physically draining too on her. But now she's doing really well. The baby's super healthy, and they were really nice too. They were it means so much you stopped by, and I don't know. They were just so nice about when I was leaving. Oh, and I got to work, and the nurse I was with for my first shift, she was she found me and she was oh, I haven't
your first ever shift at on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She found me, and because she's not my primary, she's just another nurse that I had for that first day, and she found me and she was because that was 3 weeks ago, and she was I haven't seen you, so I haven't been able to give you this. But,
what is it?
So the patient wrote a little note, and then the doula did too.
That's so nice. And it was your first
my
ever
first patient, and we I saw the delivery. It was my first delivery as an L&D nurse.
That's
so,
nice.
Having that card is just
it's so sentimental.
Yeah, I was so happy when she gave me that. I was what? Because that was weeks ago too.
Yeah.
I was I didn't realize.
And you probably were not thinking about it too much.
Yeah.
But that's so kind. Who would have? I don't know. Just so sweet.
Yeah. And then today was like a shadow day with because again they like throw these like random shadow days into orientation, and it's kind of nice because you get to see like different areas. And today it was at the Center for Fetal Therapy in the hospital, so it's like where all the basically like high risk moms go and get like tests and ultrasounds and procedures done. And it's more of like an outpatient kind of area. So I was there from like 8 to 4:30 or whatever it was, and we had like, I don't know, like 1 or 2 patients every hour. It was pretty busy, and like the amount of like there's like usually 3 nurses.
So this is just like for learning purposes?
Yeah, like it's just basically learning. Like it's not a role that I'll be doing. Like, I mean, maybe in the future it's like they show you these things to give you ideas, but it's more
cool.
It's basically more to get a sense of when we're upstairs like on our unit, to get a sense of like what our patients are going to or like coming from. Like they have the same patients, you know what I mean? So like it's more to understand like different like other areas and other procedures and other tests our patients are doing, basically.
Okay, that's cool.
Get more of a sense of like the whole picture of it
that's
all.
nice that they do that.
So I was with a nurse who was like so nice, so nice today, and she was like really good at like teaching me things and asking me questions. And usually there's like 3 nurses in the fetal therapy center, but there were 2 today, and like they have a lot to do, like and you wouldn't even think, because it's also like a lot of like office work. But and like scheduling appointments, but also like a lot more detailed things as well. Like we went upstairs. Like the big thing we had to do today was there was going to be an IUT, which is an intrauterine transfusion. So basically they give the fetus in the uterus, like the mom is still pregnant, they can give the fetus a blood transfusion if the mom is anemic.
Interesting.
So
what?
Yeah, so like,
so you saw that happen?
Well, so I was going to see it happen. So like we went upstairs, basically like the patient was in L&D, so like we went upstairs to my floor. Basically like the whole, like the doctors go, the nurses go, it was like a bunch of us setting up. You had to get the blood, and then because it's a fetus, you have to transfuse like at a really slow rate. So you're basically pushing blood like slowly over like 90 minutes. Like you're physically pushing like every like cc by cc like slowly. But it's a whole process to set up. Then they have to go in with a needle into the uterus. And she had like an anterior placenta, so like her placenta was basically like covering the front of her like underneath her like uterus, which, or like you know what I'm trying to say, like underneath her skin, so, or you know, her belly. And usually like you don't want the placenta anterior. Well, not that you don't want it anterior, but it's not as ideal. So they had to put like the needle through the placenta to get to the fetus. So like it was more like risky, I guess. I don't know. It was crazy, but they have to get like, these patients have to get like multiple transfusions, I guess, throughout pregnancy.
Oh wow.
But it ended up, so once the like provider like went in, they basically like test it. They pull off blood from the placenta or from the fetus, and they test it to see like what the hemoglobin is, which basically shows like the oxygen that is in the blood of the baby. And it was high, like it was normal. So they were like, it was too normal. It was strange because it was like too high to do the transfusion. So, and what also goes into it is not only like if the mom's anemic, but if the mom has like certain antibodies. It's like this whole thing. But like I'm like, oh yeah,
keep going. I have no idea what
I'm like trying to explain it, but like even the nurse I was with was like, this is not something like you need to know in detail. Like it's not something that I'm doing. It's just something cool that I got to see. But then basically we didn't end up being able to do it because the hemoglobin was like too high. And then I asked the nurse, I was like, does this happen like a lot? And she was like, no, like usually like this never happens. Like usually like we do it. So it was just like this whole but it was interesting like seeing the whole process of like how it would go down. But when we went up to the floor, so like the nurse I was with is now like working in that fetal therapy center, but she worked on L&D for like a long time, and like she was one of the lead clinical nurses, so she's like really experienced up there on the floor that I'm on now. And as we get up there, there's like an RRT, a rapid response happening in postpartum.
It's like going crazy.
Like there was something in the air today. There was something going on in triage. And then right when we get up there, we're like about to set up this like provider or one of the doctors comes running to us. Who's the charge nurse? And then like the nurse I was with literally was like a really experienced nurse on this floor. She's like, oh, it's blah, blah, blah. And she's like, this fetus is like heart rate's dropping really low. Like I need an OR right now set up. And like the scrub techs weren't anywhere to be found. So literally the nurse and I throw on like these like suits. We're like throwing on the mask and we're throwing on the cap.
Oh my God, madness.
We're running in to set up the
It's
OR.
like a movie.
Yeah, like it was like an emergency well, it was supposed to be an emergency C-section. And then we run in, we're setting up the sterile field, like whatever. I'm like, I haven't even had my OR week yet. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm like, tell me what to do. Like, and she's like,
what an experience.
I'm like, we were just in the like right place, like really, because there was no one else around. Like, it was just insane. But then as we're setting it up, they're like, the baby was delivered. So the baby.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the baby ended up being delivered vaginally. Like it was fine, but you know, it was like chaotic. Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
You're like, okay, so this is what it could be like.
Yeah. And I was like, this.
And
oh
my gosh.
So, you know, that was a lot. And then, but it was definitely like a very interesting day. I got to talk to a lot of patients, do a lot of like,
that's good,
non-stress tests, which is basically checking the brainstem of the fetus.
Yeah.
So like you're monitoring the fetal heart rate for 20 minutes and then you want the heart rate to go up at least twice in 20 minutes, at least 15 beats, because that shows basically that, I'm trying to explain it well, that our like nervous system, like the sympathetic and parasympathetic are working together basically, and it shows us that the fetus's like brain stem is working. So that's what increases the heart rate. But
I'm learning
we
so
were
much
doing
from
a lot
you.
of that, but it was like a lot.
Yeah.
Today. But and then I got to see my patient from yesterday and meet the baby and stuff. So
that's sweet.
Fun, but
that's
definitely
good.
A lot.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm learning from you.
Yeah.
Like when I'm ready to have a baby, I'm gonna be like, okay, I know what's up.
Now I can deliver your baby.
Yeah,
not
literally.
Not now, but
like you
then, like I literally can.
Yeah. That's kind of
like,
crazy.
I feel like some people would be like, no, like I don't want like a friend doing that, but I would love to deliver a friend's baby.
Like,
anyways,
why not?
How was your week?
That was chaos.
Yeah.
For me, I had our deadline was on Monday,
oh
so tax season is over for the fall. Woo! Thank God. It's time to celebrate. But then I'm like following up with so much more work. I don't know why I have so much work this week. I should not, but I was doing a Q3 provision review, which is basically analyzes what the taxes will be for the year.
Okay.
And then I have a June 30th fiscal year end client whose taxes need to be done now. So that's what I've been up to. Work, like, it feels nice to not have work that has such a specific deadline. Like, I could be working on this for a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all good. I go to Jersey right now. Oh, I'm like right now. What time is it?
Literally.
In like 20 minutes, I leave to go to Jersey. And so we have a whole weekend planned. My mom's got like a fall vibey weekend for us.
I'm so excited to hear about this.
We're going to be doing farmers markets, the pumpkin carving, everything. So it'll be really, really good.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to take her driving again.
Are you going to go to like the park again?
I think so, yeah. Just somewhere close. As long as there's like no soccer and stuff going on, so it's not busy. But yeah.
And then you go to Mexico soon.
I know. Mexico's coming up like before you know it. The second weekend of November.
That's so soon.
Yeah,
it's very soon. Like a month. Yeah. Not even.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow.
So good things are coming.
Well, I'm glad busy season's over.
I know. Thank God.
I know.
Have like a little bit of a life. Well, actually, this busy season didn't.
Not as bad as the last one.
Last year, or like the past couple months last year, I did not have a life.
Yeah.
I would come home, work until like 12, work the weekends, It was awful.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know. I was feeling good this year.
Yeah.
But that's in comparison to something super crazy. So
Yeah.
what can I say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
should we
get
get into
into
the episode?
Yeah. So obviously we are 2 girls in our 20s living in the glamorous Baltimore city. No.
Baltimore.
So we're going to be chit-chatting a little bit about dating this week. Getting into
dating
a fun
episode.
little topic. Nothing too crazy, nothing too PG-13, whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, let's chit-chat about dating.
Yeah.
Okay, like backstory though, I think we mentioned this before on the podcast.
Yes.
Lauren has like barely had boyfriends.
Yeah, like I technically like not counting like when I was a child, like literally a child, but I had like a boyfriend when I was like 10, but
okay,
I had one like boyfriend in high school. That was it. And like honestly, like it wasn't very long, and so like I'm not even like used to or like know honestly like how I'd be in like an adult relationship. Like I really don't. So I have a different perspective with like dating, I feel like, than you. Because then you, on the other hand,
so actually
we're like married.
When I started the podcast, like, or when we started it, like that time frame, I was breaking up with my 6-year-long boyfriend.
Yeah.
So we were dating since I was a junior in high school until post-grad, and things just didn't really work out anymore. Wasn't the right fit. All good. Right. Distance was an issue. All that jazz. And so like I never really wanted to talk about like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend on the podcast because like whatever. It was just like nobody needed.
It was also like very fresh. Like it wasn't like time for that yet. Like
so here we are. And so I don't know. I guess I'm very used to like I was in a relationship. Obviously been on many dates since before that, after, whatever. But like I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It is.
It's weird because we're so opposite.
We have a different perspective.
Yeah.
I feel like my thing is like I'm just so used to being so independent that I'm like I don't know. I don't want to be like, oh, like I'm just on my own, like but like it'd be nice. Like I do like what like I love like I do, but like it's just I'm so used to being so independent that I'm like curious to see like what it's gonna be like when I like start dating whoever I date next. But
I was thinking about that one time. This was months ago, but I was like, wow, like I'm literally always talking to somebody. Yeah. Like always on the phone, texting, Snapchatting, whatever it is. And I was like, Lauren isn't. I was like, Lauren isn't. And like she just is like at some point I couldn't go to sleep without being on the phone with someone. Like it was so bad. I was so like codependent. Yeah. And I was just like, damn, like Lauren doesn't have to do that. Like why am I doing that? No. But it's like the habits you make, I think, at the beginning of a relationship will set the tone for the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I am that way with like some of my friends, especially my mom. I'm like constantly calling her. Yeah, she's like the only person I feel, and like I talk to my dad and grandma like at the same time. Like I feel like family, I really keep up with like probably way too many times a day. Yeah, but other than that, I feel like I'm just so used to like doing my own thing, right? Which like isn't a bad thing, but I also need to learn to it's good though spread my like what I have to give. Yeah, like
I get that.
But yeah, so like I don't know. I feel like it's been like interesting like dating because like it's it was different like high school. Right. I had a boyfriend for a little bit and like I went on like 1 or 2 dates in high school with like other people. Talk to random guys. Like I feel like high school is like you're just have talking. Your flings. You're talking. And then college came and it was like.
You went on dates in college.
Yeah, like I went on a few dates in college and then also with like being in a sorority, like all our formals and stuff. So like bringing guys to like date nights and like formal and all of that. So like that was, but I also feel like it was very casual dating. Like it wasn't like it was ever like I never like met anybody that I was going to date in college. Yeah. But like obviously like there were those like very short-lived like flings that like came up And then, but like now, like transitioning from like that, where it was just like fun, like, do you want to come to my formal with me? Like, whatever, like, into like, now I'm like post grad, it's like,
I have to set up a date with somebody.
And it's also like, do you, like, it's so hard to gauge what is this person looking for?
Right.
Like, you never know.
Tough. I didn't think about that.
Like, you never know.
Yeah.
Like, is this person wanting to go get drinks because they want
to hook up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are they going to get drinks because they want to date you? Like,
yeah,
like to find somebody?
Yeah.
Or are they just, like, looking to meet more people? And what? Like, it's, like, really hard to know. Like so, what
the vibes are.
Yeah. And like some dating apps have that thing where it's like, what are you looking for? And I find that so dumb because some of them are like, the one I do not understand is there's one and it's like looking for long-term relationship open to short-term, or looking for short-term open to long-term. Like,
that's confusing.
Like, what does that mean?
Like, make it more complicated.
Make it make sense.
Yeah. What? That's annoying.
I know.
I don't know. I think you're right, though. Like, when you meet somebody for the first few times, it's like, what do they want? Mm-hmm. I feel like I have an issue where people are just madly in love. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Let's settle down here. Like,
let's not love bomb me.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like, I feel like I get
love bombed?
Turned off when it's, like, too much.
Yeah. No, actually, that's a thing.
Yeah. But not that I want the chase. Like, I really don't. But, like...
But, like, one thing I've learned is, like, I want a man to show up and be like, this time, this day, this location, here's the vibe. I'll pick you up at this time. We're going. I do not want to have a choice. I don't want to have to make a decision. Like, if you tell me where and when, it's, like, an 80% chance I'm showing up.
And, like, that is, like... 100% how I am too. I find it so attractive when like a guy takes initiative and like, because the guys that are like, oh, like wherever you want to go,
like, no,
like I'm like, I'm already an indecisive person.
Yeah,
I really don't want to be. And like, it's like attractive, like if someone's like, yeah, I want to do this with you and like go there and whatever. I don't know, I just like feel like that's
the way to do it.
It's nice.
Yeah,
it just makes you feel more like,
okay, like he's gonna take care of things.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you're like this, but like within the first 30 minutes, I could be like, nope, this is wrong. This is right. This is wrong. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you gotta go.
I usually like by like 30. I feel like by 30 minutes, you kind of know like, yeah, I would like want to like stay talking, or you're just kind of like ready for like, which I will say, I like drink first dates because.
Going to drinks.
Just drinks.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
And I know some people are like, oh, like he just wants to take you for drinks. Like he needs to like buy you dinner. But like, no, I'd rather just go for drinks because there's an easy way out. It's like quicker.
Yeah.
Like you can just get one drink and then you can leave. With dinner, you're stuck with things. With something like, I don't know, like.
Yeah.
Like I've had like, nothing against anybody, but like people that have like.
No hot yoga?
No. Stop.
You're not gonna be able to get out of that one. You got a whole class.
Yeah, but no. But like things like a baseball game.
Yes.
Like, that's so long. Like maybe a second date. I feel like to commit.
Okay, maybe like a 10th.
Yeah.
Like
right.
If I know I can sit and talk to you for 4 hours.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like hard. Also, like, what do you eat if you are eating on a first date? You can't eat a sandwich because you're
anything. Yeah, we talked about this. The
biting.
Tacos. No,
you can't eat tacos
because we were talking about this when we were at Barcosina, and we ordered tacos, and we were like, we could never order this on a date because they were so messy.
They were. You can't eat spaghetti because that's
messy.
I
was on a date recently and I was like, ooh, can't order the tacos.
Yeah, no.
Can't order the tacos.
And it's like, if you order salad, but then you get spinach in your tea.
No, you can't look like you're trying too hard to be like a girl too. Like, order the food.
Like, just get
a steak, baby. Like, order the entire menu, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I will definitely go for food on the first date. A lot of my friends won't.
Really?
But like, 110,000%
I could
feed
see
me.
You doing that though.
Feed me.
Like I'm over here like just get me drinks. But the thing is, I used to like when I first moved to Baltimore and I was like first going on like dates post grad. I would be so nervous and I would be like feeling just like you know, like your stomach has butterfly. Like I like wouldn't eat before the date.
Oh,
and
no.
then you would literally get like, you would feel one drink so much, and then you're like, I can't have enough. So tip to everybody out there, like, please eat something good, like a good balanced meal before you go get a drink with somebody, because you're gonna end up, and like when you're tipsy, everything is 10 times better than it actually is too.
And like the entire interaction will be altered.
Yeah, you won't actually know if you like the person. You're gonna think you like them because you're tipsy. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to.
It is hard to tell.
I don't know.
That's why, like, if you have to sit through a dinner with somebody, you can tell if they're gonna be good enough or not.
True. That's
it's not just like,
wait. I went on this one date in college, and I think I talked about it on the pod before, but I ordered like the chicken. It was like a lemon chicken dish or something, because we were getting dinner. It was actually like a fancy like Italian restaurant at Delaware, and I was like ready to just like cut the chicken and like not look like crazy, and then I didn't realize it's because it didn't say anything in the title of the meal, but it was actually like spaghetti with the chicken on top.
Yeah.
So I'm like over here and I'm like trying to eat spaghetti. I was like, this is too. Oh, and I wasn't. I'm not even. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into this.
Oh God.
No. I was just gonna talk. But it was just like,
that's rough, because you're like, oh, jump scare. That surprised me.
Yeah.
And that ruined your whole plan internally.
My favorites though were like the formal dates in college for like my sorority, because you're surrounded by all your friends.
Yes, and they're all doing
it's like
the
a
same
group
thing.
date. Like, and it's so much more fun, and it's so much more like it's like less stressful.
Yeah,
because you're not like going to a sit down date. It's just like more chill.
I always think too, like, mannerisms on dates matter so much.
Oh yeah.
Are you putting your napkin on your lap?
Yeah.
Are you being nice to the staff?
That's like a huge one for
when
me.
you walk in the door, like, are you opening the door? Who's acknowledging the host? Things like that.
Yeah.
How much are you tipping? I always look at how much they tip.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm not paying.
I know.
I'm not paying.
I like.
I'm sorry.
I always do the like. This is okay. I'm very like I do think I'm a feminist. Like, I love all that.
Yeah.
I will say it's nice when guys pay on the front. Like, I don't want to sound shallow. Like, I really don't.
But it is.
But I always offer.
See, I'm the girl that's acting like all I got is my lip gloss, my ID, and like perfume. And
no,
gum.
I always offer, but then
I guess it depends on who.
Yeah. But
if I don't like the person, I'll be like, yeah, I'll pay. Because I don't want to have to.
That's true.
Because I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with you again. But if I like them, I'll be like, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, take me out again. You know? Set the tone.
I think, like, so on every date I've been on, I think I've, offered, and I've never, I think there was one time that I had, like, most guys don't take you up on it, I feel like, in my experience. But one of the guys I went on a date with in college, he, like, was like, okay. And I think because we went like bar hopping a lot after, so then he let me like, I think I like Venmo'd him for some of the drinks.
Oh my God, Lauren.
I know. We were in college though, and like, but like, I think that was the only time. But like post grad, like no one's let me pay. I don't think on a single date.
That's
like,
good.
Which is like crazy, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like a nice.
It's one of those things
gesture.
like take care of. Yeah. Like if you want to take me out, then take me out.
Yeah, that's true. Also, if you're the one asking to go out on a date, then
if I'm asking you to go out, I'll take you out.
Exactly.
Sure.
Like it's all like it all depends.
Yeah, it depends on how like the setup is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your like go-to like pre-date like ritual? Like what do you do the day of? Like you're not an anxious person.
No, I don't get anxiety.
Do you get scared before dates?
No.
You don't get like stressed at
No.
all. What?
Because what is gonna happen?
But like you don't get just like butterflies before meeting
it's
somebody.
Like I want my outfit to look good.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll probably be tearing up my closet. But recently I haven't had that issue. It's just like, all right, put something on.
Yeah.
But like I know if there's a guy like that I've known from before and like we were friends and now I have to go on a date with him, I'm like, frick. What do I do now?
I feel like that's easier.
No, because then I'm like, oh God, like I have to actually like kind of look good even though they've seen me at my worst. Like
that's true.
I want to show up and impress.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I feel like I go through like waves. Like I feel like sometimes I'm like fine before a date, and then sometimes I'm like so stressed.
Yeah.
Like I like it's all I can think about that day.
See, but I think like leave it like a normal day.
Yeah.
Go work out, do your thing, do work, and then an hour before I'm in the shower, I gotta dry my hair or let it stay wet. I don't really care.
And like
and
play
then get
your
ready.
favorite music.
Yeah, I always do that. I always put on a good playlist, like something vibey. I'm always dancing.
I like doing things with like my friends, like the day of a date. Like if I feel like Grace loves to be home when I'm like getting ready. Like she's always like if I'm going on a date, fun. She's like, "Oh, I'm not working that day. That day, I'm gonna be here when you're getting ready." And like, it definitely makes it less stressful when you're distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just hard.
Also, I want a guy who can do different things with me. Like, I'm not just gonna take you to dinner, take you to drinks. Like, plan something else that's fun.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, it gets boring. Oh, also, like, don't promise you're gonna take me out and then you wait weeks to take me out.
Yeah.
No.
Or
your time has passed, my friend.
Don't bring up going out a bunch of times and hit on me first and then ghost me.
Yeah, ew.
Like that just happened. Nice. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like it just like sometimes guys are just confusing, but it's fine. It's also just like hard. I feel like again, we've talked about this on other episodes, but like it's hard to meet people. Like I work in like nursing. And now I work in obstetrics, which is even more female dominated. And it's like, where do you meet people? Work, out, shopping, and like online, like and like through friends.
Right.
Like, I guess that's like another way. But
I don't know.
I don't know.
What a world. My mom likes to say men think with their wrong organs. AKA the one below their waist.
Yeah.
And
they think with the other head. That's what people say.
Oh, that's a good one. They think with the other head. But I think that's important to remember as females is they're not thinking the way you are.
No.
So prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Brace yourself for the comments.
Exactly.
Like, you do not want to hear some of what they're going to say. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, you just ruined it for yourself.
Also, I feel like girls mature so much faster.
Yeah.
That, like, sometimes... And, like, I've gone out with some guys who were, like a year younger or whatever. And, like, not that I always, like, I don't always notice a difference in, like, how people are. But generally, like, the more older they are, it just, like, the more I match with. I don't know. Like,
yes. My mom says to go for at least 25.
Old, but, yeah. Like
at least 25 right now. 26. So, yeah. That was fun.
That was fun.
I feel like we don't really talk about dating with each other anyway.
No. Yeah. So that was fun to get into. Yeah. More juicy than our other topics.
Anyway.
But I think that was a good episode. Yeah. Thanks for listening, watching, and comment all your dating experiences or ask us questions about dating or advice questions because we would love to answer things. Not that we could give the best advice.
But we can give advice on our own experiences. Yeah. Though.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and make sure you like, comment, subscribe on subscribe on YouTube and listen on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and stay positive and have a great week.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.